Hi, I'm Angela. I'm a medical doctor at Oakland Hospital. I run an online mental health platform called Clearhead. It is very easy for information to be created and then spread. We do have sufficient concerns around the misinformation that is out there. I don't know how severe it is, but enough for us to do something about it. Okay, so if you just have a runny nose, it's probably not COVID-19. This is a half fact. So what we do know is majority of COVID-19 symptoms are mild. So there will probably be cases where you just have a runny nose and you could potentially be positive for COVID-19. But from a health systems perspective, we're looking for these three symptoms. Do you have a fever? Do you have a cough? And do you have difficulty breathing? And the fourth thing that we will also check is whether you've recently traveled. We should be boosting our immunity, and vitamin C will help. That is also a half fact. There is some literature that shows that vitamin C will help with shortening the duration of your cold, but it doesn't stop you, for example, from getting coronavirus. If you are not deficient with vitamin C, having regular supplements would mean that you have lots of very expensive urine. Having sex will boost your immunity and help you ward off the virus. That is sort of a half fact. Sex won't stop you from getting the virus, but it can help you with boosting your immunity and help with your mental health as well. If you are in self-isolation, please do not have any sex with anyone. If I have poor mental health, I'm more likely to get coronavirus. This is also a half fact, whereby your mental health does affect your immunity. What we want to be able to do is manage your mental health during a time like this. It can be really easy at this time for you to be hyper aware of all your symptoms, every cough that you have, every runny nose that you have. It is good to be aware, but make sure that you don't let it overtake your life. Colloidal silver can cure it. This is fiction. Colloidal silver is a type of liquid silver that has been touted to have health benefits. There currently isn't any evidence for that. And in fact, you probably might even get side effects like your kidneys being affected or getting seizures. So it's a no-go with colloidal silver. Soap is better than hand sanitizer. This is definitely a fact. So how it works is that the coronavirus is kind of like a fat molecule. Soap is able to, one end of the molecule be attached to the coronavirus and the other end to the water. And what it does is it then pulls the coronavirus apart, and that's how it kills the virus. And it's really important that you wash your hands for more than 20 seconds so that the process has sufficient time to work. Ensure your mouth and throat are moist. Once the virus is washed down into your stomach, the acid will kill it. So this is also fiction. So let me take you through how you potentially could get the virus. So if someone is positive for COVID-19 and they cough out in the public, and that droplet which contains the coronavirus lands on the surface, it often can last for hours. And so if you're touching the surface like a doorknob, for example, and then you touch your face, the coronavirus then can enter through your mouth and your nose. It then binds to receptors in your lung cells, and what happens is then the virus will start replicating. How you get COVID-19 is by it going into your lungs. Acid is not going to kill it in this case. So drinking hot water will kill the virus because it is heat sensitive. So that's fiction. Drinking hot water will not change your body temperature. Your body is able to maintain its temperature really well. The only reason your body's temperature will change if you're already unwell. The key takeaway here is that there is currently no cure available to stop you from getting coronavirus. The best thing you can do is to practice good hand hygiene to prevent yourself from getting the virus. If you do get it, most people have very mild symptoms, and a smaller proportion of people get really unwell. So don't panic. If you are worried, call the health lines, or you can go to the Ministry of Health website to learn more about what you can do in times of pandemics.